The Punjab and Haryana High Court directed the CBDT to extend the due date for filing income tax returns for assessees submitting audit reports, citing additional time needed. Imagine Marketing, parent company of Indian wearables brand Boat, has secured regulatory approval for its stock market debut with a 15 billion rupees initial public offering. The BJP has criticized Rahul Gandhi for his comments in Bihar, where he mocked voters and Indian democracy, targeting Prime Minister Modi during a rally with Tejashwi Yadav. Pakistan has issued a warning to the Taliban regime in Afghanistan after peace talks failed now. The country's military capabilities are being used as leverage, with Pakistan stating it won't need to fully employ them. India plans to bail out struggling state power distribution companies with a massive bailout, requiring states to privatize or list their utilities on a stock exchange. The Union Cabinet approves the 8th Pay Commission's terms of reference, impacting government employee salaries and providing a major relief. Now, the wife of Punjab ex-DGP Mustafa's son has spoken about the allegations and grief surrounding her husband Akhil's death, linking it to politics and personal relationships. Heavy rains from Cyclone Montha caused disruption to rail transport in Telangana's Mahbubabad district, stranding trains and affecting low-lying areas. Rahul Gandhi launched his Bihar election campaign with a strong attack on Prime Minister Narendra Modi, accusing him of undermining democracy and controlling Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. Sonam Wangchuk, a Ladakh social activist, is challenging his detention under the National Security Act after Dr. Geetanjali Angmo filed an amendment application with additional grounds before the Supreme Court. Authorities in Delhi failed to successfully carry out an artificial rain experiment aimed at reducing toxic air pollution through cloud seeding. Indian fund managers expressed discontent with SEBI's new mutual fund proposals, leading to a market downturn and 9% drop in shares of top asset management companies. Suzuki Motor plans to launch 8 new SUVs in India within 5 to 6 years, aiming to regain 50% market share under intense competition. Air India CEO Campbell Wilson estimates 4,000 crore rupees in losses due to Pakistan's airspace closure, also lamenting the Ahmedabad plane crash. Elon Musk's Starlink to demonstrate lawful interception of satellite broadband to Indian law enforcement agencies this week, a key step before commercial rollout. Honeybee colonies can replace their queen if she's weakened by virus infection, prompting worker bees to raise a new queen through instinctive process called supersedio. Now, the bird flu virus continues to spread in the northern hemisphere, with outbreaks expected to test farmers and public health authorities this winter. A Lancet report finds chest X-rays often fail to detect asymptomatic tuberculosis among household contacts, highlighting a gap in current diagnostic methods. A report reigniting the debate on a possible link between childhood vaccines and autism has drawn criticism from doctors, citing unverified claims in the study. A new Mpox strain is spreading in Europe, prompting health warnings and vaccination reminders for travelers and global citizens. Chinese scientists discovered a hidden 3D structure in rice DNA that enables the crop to produce more grain with less nitrogen fertilizer, potentially increasing yields. Astrophysicist Avi Loeb thinks 3I, Atlas, an interstellar object near the Sun, may release mini probes before Christmas, which could reach Earth by then. Now, the updated Halo campaign introduces new missions and features to the classic game, enhancing player experience. Microsoft has rolled out tools for Copilot users to build applications and automate workflows using conversational prompts, expanding its AI assistance capabilities in software development. ABJP leader has sought a ban on Paresh Rawal's upcoming film, The Taj Story, due to alleged unauthorized use of petition in its promotion. Pradeep Ranganathan's Tamil romantic comedy Dude is a box office success, set to gain a hit verdict with 100% returns in less than 2 weeks and becomes his second highest grossing film. Maddock Films' Thamma crosses 150 crores, threatening Akshay Kumar's Jolly LLB 3 box office success. Cricket star Virat Kohli has converted legendary singer Kishore Kumar's bungalow into a restaurant, with prices ranging from 118 rupees for roti to 318 rupees for rice. Actor Ayushmann Khurrana shares his approach to working with producers, highlighting his commitment to delivering successful films like Thamma, which has crossed the 100 crore rupees mark. Bahubali, the epic is set for a strong box office start on October 31, 2025, beating previous re-releases with advance booking trends on file. Ibrahim Ali Khan opens up about harsh trolling, comparisons with father Saif Ali Khan, and finding grounding in his family lineage despite self-doubt. Actress Rashmika Mandanna expresses excitement about becoming a mother in the future, revealing her eagerness for parenthood despite not yet being a parent. Pakistan's ISI establishes a special cell within its High Commission in Dhaka, raising concerns about India's eastern security due to deepening ties between Pakistan and Bangladesh. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi met with Japan's new Prime Minister Sane Takaichi, discussing economic security and strong ties between their countries. An India-bound Russian oil tanker has reversed course in the Baltic Sea amid growing US sanctions pressure, raising concerns about oil trade disruptions between India and Russia. A Chinese woman discovered that a kidney packed with a cancer patient turned into true love amidst fear, illness, and uncertainty. Lakshmi Mittal's energy joint venture has purchased Russian oil transported on US blacklisted vessels, according to a Financial Times investigation. Indian fast bowler Nitish Kumar Reddy is ruled out for the first 3 T20 internationals against Australia due to back stiffness impacting his recovery and mobility. Rohit Sharma becomes #1 ODI batter, a first for him in the 50-over format after years of being in top 10. South African openers Laura Woolward and Tasman Brits put up a solid start in their ICC Women's Cricket World Cup semi-final against England, posting a 100-run partnership.